When I was young in my career, if you wanted a raise or a promotion, the way you got it was you worked really, really hard, you accomplished something, you go to your boss and be like, look what I did, I deserve a raise or a bonus. And that was how things were done. And kids now will come to me and be like, pay me more and you'll see what I can do. And I'm like, no. Like, shouldn't you do something first? And we label that as entitlement, because it sure sounds like it, right? So the question I'm asking is, where did that come from?
Yeah.
That's the empathy. Where did that come from? And then you take one step back and be like, all right, let's look at how capitalism and business and leadership has sort of progressed over the past 20, 30 years, 30, 40 years, right? Mm-hmm. And you start to see a pattern where in the 80s and 90s, this Jack Welch GE rise of short-termism. You start to see short-termism become normalized, like quarterly results are the thing. You start to see the rise of shareholder supremacy, where we now prioritize the wants, needs, and desires of a disinterested external constituency over a customer or an employee. That's now normal. We start to see mass layoffs, where the company's profitable, but we want it to be more profitable, so you get to lose your job, right? Like, that is now normal. Like, we don't even think that's shocking. And so now you look at a young generation who's entering the workforce, and I guarantee you, close to 100% of them, one of their parents was laid off, or one of their friends' parents was laid off, through no fault of their own. It's not a meritocracy. The company missed its annual projections. They did fine. They just missed the number, and somebody lost their job. So what they've seen is the transition where it used to be the company was loyal to you and you were loyal to the company. You worked a bunch of years, you got the proverbial gold watch. There's now an entire generation, when I talk about the gold watch, they have no idea what I'm talking about, right? Some of you have no idea when I say gold watch, right? And I'm not going to tell you. You work a lot of years and they give you a gold watch and say thanks for working for a lot of years. They've grown up now in a world that demands loyalty, but offers none. And so now you look at their behavior and they're thinking to themselves, right, this is not, the cultural response is, well, the company's gonna offer me nothing. I might work my brains out, and at the end of the year, I'm just gonna get laid off anyway. Might as well cash in early. Might as well get that money up front because there's no guarantees. And they're right. That is the correct response for the business world that we live in today. And so that's what I mean by empathy. Because if you don't ask, where did that come from? And you don't peel the onion a little bit, what you'll do is you'll call them entitled, you'll treat them as entitled, you will put all these barriers up and try and teach them your way, which is not appropriate for the times we live in. And so once you know that, you say, got it. They're afraid of losing a job through no fault of their own. Okay, so the next time the company goes through a really difficult time, I'm gonna make sure that they feel safe. The next time they screw up, I'm gonna say, okay, try again, instead of making them afraid that they're gonna lose their job. And I have to earn and prove to them that it's okay. And eventually, to the point you made before, eventually the feeling will reverse.
So, okay.